Well, greetings, business communication students. This is Mr. Doucette, and this is week number 6 in our 14-week course in business communications here at Cerritos College, BCOT247. And this week we're going to be looking at chapter 4, where we're considering how to complete and revise our business messages. So up to this point, we've already looked at planning our business messages, then we looked at drafting and creating our business messages. Now we're going to be looking at completing our business messages. So that's really the goal. And this week we're going to be talking a lot about what's called readability and scannability of your document, which is not only that it's formatted like the proper kind of document, whether that be a letter, memo, or email, but also that you use design elements to improve readability, such as bold text, headings, bullet lists, anything to break up paragraphs of text, because they're a lot easier to scan and read when they're not all hidden in a paragraph. So all the information hidden in a paragraph. So that's what we're going to kind of focus on this week. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And there we are on our home page in Canvas. And we are in week number 6, which is the last week in module number 1. So that means this week you have your first exam due, and you also have your, let's see, I think that's it. Your first exam is due, and I don't think you have a discussion post. So yeah. So we're looking here at module number 1, and here we come to this week. So you have a check-in assignment for chapter 6, or chapter 4, which is your check-in assignment number 6, and this is where I'm asking you some questions from the textbook about completing or revising business messages. You have the PowerPoint as well. Then you have a quiz on chapter 4. So this is, again, directly out of the textbook, questions that are based off of this chapter. So make sure you read the chapter thoroughly and that you're ready to take the quiz. By the way, you can take quizzes up to 3 times, so don't sweat it. If you don't do well on one, you can retake it. The questions will be different. They're shuffled, but at least you're learning through the process. And then we have homework number 6. Now, this is very important, and I want to explain this homework assignment to you because it is making documents scannable. So again, the main feature of this particular week is to focus on revising and completing your business message. And part of that is not only proofreading it and editing it for grammar, but it's also formatting it in a way that makes it very pleasant to the eyes to read and makes it very scannable. Now again, busy business people do not have time to read large blocks of paragraphs of text. It needs to be broken up into short single-spaced paragraphs. Use bullet lists, use headings, use bold text to make important things stand out, etc. All of that makes your document more readable and scannable, and that's what this week's all about. And from here on out, I expect to kind of see all that in all of the documents that you create in this class. So, for instance, the homework here says that you need to reformat these documents here for readability, and here's what you should do. Use short paragraphs, bullet lists, numbered lists, headings, font design such as bold, italics, underline, and all caps, and then keep the message intact. So you don't have to edit any of the content. Just move it around so that it's more readable to the eye. That's all you need to do in this assignment. And so I'll show you here, if we just preview the paper, it's going to show you that it's all just one big paragraph of text. There it is, and it's just very difficult to read. So take that paragraph, don't change any of the content, just move it around so that you make it more readable and scannable. So use some headings, create a bullet list, use bold text, use short single-spaced paragraphs, all that to make it more readable and more scannable. That's all you need to do on this assignment. And I want to see that you're understanding those principles of the book as well as what I'm talking about in the class. And so again, you don't need to edit it. You don't need to change any of the content. Just move it around, make it much more pleasant to the eyes than just a paragraph of text, okay? That's all you need to do, so make sure you do that. That's your homework assignment for this week, and I'll be grading that based on how well you use those design elements to improve the readability. And then you have your first exam. Now, your exam not only is going to be 40 multiple choice questions, but you also have 10 sentence rewrites. So if you remember, the homework assignment last week was rewriting sentences, and I've been grading them throughout the week as they've been turned in. So if you turn those in late Sunday, I'm not going to have time to give you any feedback, or even on Sunday at all. But if you've turned them in earlier than that, I probably already gave you feedback on your sentences so you can know if you made any mistakes, because 10 of the sentences in that homework assignment are going to be on the exam and you need to rewrite them properly. And I'm just giving you a little warning on that so that way you can do it. So I should have all of those sentence rewrites graded by the time you do exam number 1. I had it a week before, so they should all be graded. So make sure you review my comments on the homework assignment and then take the exam and make sure you do the sentences, write them correctly as you're rewriting them. So that's pretty much it. And one other thing very important is, as we get it kind of into the last stage of business writing and making your documents readable and scannable, I do have a business writing video. Now, I did do a Zoom session on this already. So here's a recording of a Zoom session of me going over business writing. And this is very important because I want you to apply all that I talk about in that video to your documents. And if you don't, your score on your documents will be low. And so I want to make sure you understand what I'm looking for. So make sure you watch that video. You should be able just to select that link and it'll take you to the video, which is either embedded in the class or it's in YouTube. But either way, this one's asking you to sign in. So I'll make sure that the one you have is either embedded or you can open it right here. Let's see if this works. If not, it's having you sign into Zoom. So I'll make it so that you don't have to do that. That way you can watch it. I'll put the current one. I think I uploaded it to the class. So I'll make sure that link is available. But watch that video before you do any of the writing assignments coming up. So that's pretty much it for our class this week. We are, again, about a third done. So keep up the good work. If you have any issues or questions, don't hesitate to get a hold of me. And also remember, my office hours are on Monday from 12:30 to 1:45. So if you want to meet me at that time, you can simply select the office hours link right here at the bottom of our homepage. At that time, if you select that, there's a link in there right here. If you select that, you'll find me in there and we can meet. We can discuss any questions you have or any issues you have. So that's it for this week. Have a great week, everybody. And you will all see me next week in another Zoom meeting or another